And welcome back to a Friday episode of Crypto News with Julie Kennis. I'm your host, Julie Kennis. As always, this show is powered by the Gokhshtein News Network. And shout out to everyone who's here in the chat, making it all happen, holding it down, bringing the vibes on a Friday. Love to see it. Love to see it. If you guys can, go ahead and smash the like. Mama Shadow, did I see you say that somebody hit the dislike button? I don't even know who would do such a thing. So hopefully we're running smoothly today. Hopefully we don't have any internet issues because you know how it is around here, you guys. You know how it is around here. We have the internet issues sometimes. All right, let me share this out over on X. Get some more people here. Let's see. Where am I? I don't even see me. Let's see, open video. Oh, I can hear myself echoing now. Okay. Quote. I feel like I'm really loud. Yeah, you guys are having to keep yourself company. It's taken me a minute. Oh, you guys, the Friday is a Friday. I was working on getting my video edits done, and then I was uploading the video last night, making sure it was published this morning, looking good and published this morning. I'm actually really excited, you guys, because usually YouTube will kind of hold some of my videos back. Like the first 24 hours, I noticed something, like nothing really happens the first 24 hours. But the next day, within the 48 hours, it usually gets pushed out more. So what? Oh man, you're killing me. So now I'm distracted. We're going to play with my personas tomorrow, you guys. I decided it's a play with my personas kind of Saturday. I feel like it's time. But that's another topic, you guys, because Personas is the sponsor on today's show, as they are on every day's show. So shout out to them. But I will be doing a live stream probably tomorrow, playing with my personas. I want to add some more memories to my memory galaxy, especially since I went out yesterday and worked on filming. I went back in time to the 1800s. It was fun. I ran into someone that I know and had a wonderful conversation with her that kind of left me a little misty-eyed. You guys. It happens. But it was fun. I took my son with me. I wasn't sure how he would like it, but man, he's a ham in front of the camera. He was talking and all the things. He danced. He danced a little jiggy, little poppin' in the start of the video. Oh my gosh, am I blurry, you guys? Is my connection kind of not great right now? I tell you. I'm feeling the urge to set up my live stream situation at my home office and get that hardwire plugged in, because I'm getting sick of having all of the, yes, I'm fuzzy. Sorry, you guys. Po-Man says it looks fine on his end. Maybe it's me. Already buffered once, says Chipper. Well, Black Hat Team says 1080p. Good. Well, at least we're working in some areas. Hello, Adam. Welcome in. I haven't seen you in the show in a while. I don't even see you over on the YouTube. That's weird. I see you here in the StreamYard studio, but not in the YouTube for some reason. But I didn't miss you. So shout out to everyone in the chat. Actually, I should say hello to everyone in the chat. It's a Friday, you guys. You'll have to just bear with me. I've had Only 1 cup of coffee today, and that was not enough for me. So you'll just have to bear with me because I'm a little all over the place. I'm kind of tired still. So hello, Mike Volmer. You were number 1. We had Peace of My Mind in the number 2 spot. Black Hat Team, Mama Shadow. We're about to take off on our banana tour. Coming at you live from our Oscar Mayer Banana Mobile. So happy Friday. Welcome. Nice to see you again, lovely. Let's see. Who else do we got here? Hold on. My scroll quit working. We've got Poe Man. We've got Chipper. We've got all the crew. Where's Blocky? Blocky will be here in a minute. He's playing with a cute little baby right now. All right. You want to know what's bugging me right now is the fact of frozen bananas up and running. Yeah, we don't need no frozen bananas. You guys, I might release that footage at some point of me eating the frozen banana, but it was not cute, seductive, none of that. I almost broke my front teeth on it. Imagine me leaving the fair, missing a front tooth because I'm trying to eat a frozen banana. Like, no, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to suck on it until it's warm enough to bite. The thing is like, you can't do that if there's sprinkles on it. And then it's like the chocolate was like a hard shell. Like, all of it would be bad. So we're not going to do that. So no more $10 frozen fair bananas for me. That's what we learned at the Ventura Fair. So, but the ice cream looked like it probably would have been the way to go. But again, with the ice cream that they had, it wasn't like a regular, like a milk-based ice cream. Is more like I don't know, like a water-based ice cream. Is there even such a thing? You know, when you get the soft serve from like the pull-down thing, it's like, it's not real ice cream. I don't know what it is, you guys. I don't know what it is, but but I would have rather had the ice cream than almost breaking my teeth on the frozen banana. So you guys, it happens sometimes. Actually, yes, gelato. Thank you, Chipper. Next time I will go look for gelato. I will have some class, some dignity. I will have gelato. Yes, non-dairy substitute. There you go. Yes, that's the way, that. And there probably was a fairly decent gelato booth at the Ventura County Fair. So it was a good time, you guys. It was a good time. I think I told you their fair had some really good people there. Like, I would have gone just for Marshmallow. But there were a few really good bands that were there. So, but you guys, I am blabbering on. We do have an exciting show to get into for today. We do have breaking news on Clarity Act. The Clarity Act will not be voted on before recess. That's right. After all of the promises, all of Cynthia Lummis getting up in front of the cameras, all of this, we have until possibly Saturday. All of those smiles just to say, haha, just kidding. We're not going to. So, the chances of the Clarity Act being passed have dropped to all-time lows at the end of this year. And Bitcoin, in reference to the Clarity Act, Bitcoin did not behave how people would think it would have behaved, and had a big fat dump, because we did not have a big fat dump. In fact, Bitcoin is looking relatively healthy, given the fact that the Clarity Act is not going to be going forward. So let's go ahead and dive into the crypto charts. Well, hello, Dreamer. Welcome in. All right, so here we go. Taking a look at Bitcoin, we can see here, although we did hit 65, we had a little bit of a sell-off. We're currently sitting just a hair below 65 at 64,941. We can see here from our market Cipher Beeline, it looks good. Money flow has been in the green for the most part, with the exception of this little here. We've just printed a green dot, so we should start to see this money flow continuing into the green. We're here on a 1 hour chart. Let me get us back into a 15-minute chart, and we'll just see kind of how it's looking more on a 15-minute chart. Again, money flow into the green. We printed 2 double green dots, and we're starting to see some movement up on our oscillator. So things are looking good, you guys. We don't need clarity. Bitcoin has never needed clarity, and that's just it. We did not need clarity. We've never needed clarity. Bitcoin on the daily showing it's up 1%. So up from yesterday. Looks good. Looks good. Love to see it. In fact, part of me hopes that the Clarity Act doesn't move forward. Part of me hopes it continues to have a lot of debate and headwind, and it's the Trump bill and people don't want to support it. Although it does leave gray area and it does leave our market open to gray interpretations of how things should be handled. But at the end of the day, I think Bitcoin does not need Clarity Act. And yeah, there's some stablecoin legislation, but perhaps it's just not there yet. It's just not there yet. Oh, Fuzzy Julie's now pixelated Julie. I am small. I am small and smaller today. I'm small and smaller today. But at least you can see that nice little trading view. The charts look nice today. All right, let's take a look at Ethereum because it is up just ever so slightly. I feel like we were up a little higher yesterday, honestly. But yeah, trading at 1916. I feel like we were closer to 2000 yesterday. But that's okay. It says we're up on the day, so we'll take the green. Solana also saying we are up on the daily, trading at $74.03. Let's take a look at Chainlink, still at $8.21, and ADA hanging cents. So it did pop up. I'm starting to see more movement on ADA, starting to see more positive talk around ADA. I think ultimately people get into projects, support on chain products, they develop products to market, and then you put all of this effort in a customer base, or there's a lag in the market has a bear market downturn, and you see people who have put in years potentially building out something, and then when you have this downturn, there is a lot of people who start to FUD because they feel like, oh, they're not going to be able to get ahead. They feel like perhaps people on other chains are winning where they're not. So there's just different little things. There's different little things where I feel like every cycle there's going to be people who FUD things because of their negative experiences rather than, yeah, I'm 4P. I'm 4P. I'm sorry, Po Man. There's just 4P. It could, at least, it's, yes, I'm on a VHS now. It's very analog format. I don't know why I'm so small, you guys. I don't know. I feel like if I blow myself up, I'll just be fuzzy. I'll just be fuzzy. All right, let's go ahead and look at the crypto bubbles. Top 100. Yeah. You guys are cracking me up. I'm sorry. Now I'm like, so here's one of the things I was thinking about. This is my faster computer, but I cannot plug a hard wire into this. I would have to plug it into my older laptop because my older laptop will take a hard wire connection. But I don't know if I'm going to have issues with how the stream operates because of the fact that it is such an old laptop, and I don't think that the processor works very good on it. So I'm going to have to figure this all out, you guys. I'm going to have to figure this out. Jesse, I don't know. I'm pixelated. All right, so top 100, looking mostly green across the top 100 there. Am I less pixelated now? Let's see. We'll see. Once I blow up here, I'm going to blow me up. You guys, did you see the video yesterday of the lady on QVC who was like showing how her hair was curled? And then she's like, it's like going to the salon and getting a blowjob. I mean, getting a blowout. And then she literally just starts losing it. Like she couldn't believe that she said that on camera. That is me. That is me. I'm... I don't know if I could ever be put on like a national syndicate television show because of the fact that like sometimes I say stuff like that comes out of my mouth and then I'm like, oh my gosh, this is national television. But it was hilarious because she like wouldn't even turn around and then she just like slid to the ground. Oh, it's funny. It's funny. Anyway, all right, you guys. All right, it's Friday. I'm allowed to be silly. It's been a long week. So, and I actually have my kids starting school this coming week. So, all right, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some breaking news. I'm back to 4P, guys. I'm back to 4P. Okay, Russia cracks down on 9 crypto exchanges in Moscow City. Yes, that's right. Russia has shut down 9 unregistered crypto exchanges in Moscow, with the FSB alleging they helped move scam proceeds abroad through Ukraine call centers. So let's dive into it. Russia's Federal Security Service, FSB, has raided 9 unregistered crypto exchange services in Moscow over alleged money laundering involving fraud proceeds that authorities linked to Ukrainian-based scam call centers. The agency said it detained more than 20 employees at the Moscow International Business Center in Moscow City as part of an operation targeting channels allegedly used to move illicit funds abroad through crypto assets, according to an official statement on Friday. The FSB said that the exchanges converted money stolen from Russian victims of phone scams into cryptocurrency and then transferred it to accounts belonging to what is described to as Ukrainian handlers. The operation was carried out by jointly by the FSB and Russia's Interior Ministry. Authorities said some couriers aged 18 to 25 collected cash from victims and delivered it to the exchanges in conversion into crypto. The FSB said the young people from Russian regions were recruited to work at the exchanges despite having limited financial literacy. The Interior Ministry launched a criminal investigation into large-scale fraud, an offense punishable by up to 10 years in prison under Russian law. The FSB said it is continuing to identify victims and assess potential compensation. So, all right, you guys. So I wanted to talk about Russia because I almost thought that they were making it illegal to use cryptocurrency, but that's not what it is. It's legal to own it, mine it, and trade it, but it's banned as a method of payment for domestic goods and services in the country. So, which is interesting. So, does that mean that international payments for goods and services is allowed? And does that mean that you can still participate as just like a regular trader to own, mine, and trade? Yeah, I guess own, mine, and trade, but remains strictly banned as a method of payment, which it just seems bizarre to me that it remains banned as a method of payment. But it just goes to show you that they are using cryptocurrency as a way to identify it as being funneled for terrorism. And ultimately, that's what the Clarity Act is supposedly supposed to do, is supposed to define the laws and give clarity around the crypto industry. At the end of the day, look, at all of these countries are going to be looking at where the funds are moving on chain. And at any point in time, if it goes through the hands of terrorists, terrorists, then they're going to lock it down. They're going to lock it down. People are going to get in trouble. It's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens as more countries continue to like crack down on crypto in different ways, and using it as the guise of, you know, being used for terrorism. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on to the next article. All right, Circle expands USDC to OKX ecosystem with a X-Layer launch. The rollout gives X-Layer users access to Circle-issued USDC and cross-chain transfers as the stablecoin expands across major blockchain ecosystems. So Circle's launched its USDC stablecoin on X-Layer, OKX's Ethereum Layer 2 network, extending the stablecoin into the ecosystem connected to one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges by trading volume. Circle announced Friday that native USDC and its cross-chain transfer protocol are now available on X-Layer. The network is compatible with Ethereum virtual machines, or EVMs, allowing applications for Ethereum to run on it with relatively few changes. So the CCPT allows USDC to move between X-Layer and other supported blockchains by burning the tokens at the source of the chain and minting the equivalent amount onto the destination chain. The integration supports uses including payments, decentralized finance lending and borrowing, trading, and cross-chain transfers. Love to see it. You guys know that I love, if I had to pick a stablecoin, USDC is one that I like over USDT. I will not elaborate. Okay. I guess I didn't have another article pulled up for today. I wanted to pull up the Clarity Act, still sitting here at 14% likely to pass this year. You guys, I think if this goes into 2027, here's the whole thing. They were talking about how long ago Clarity Act passed in the House, and it has been over a year. 384 days since the Clarity Act has been sitting and being discussed. And if it's been over a year and we're sitting at a 14% chance of Clarity Act being signed into law, I almost feel like this is really, really not going to happen. At 14%, I mean, say we kick down the can and go into next year. If it goes into next year, I think it's even less likely. Obviously, we have midterms coming up. And in addition to the midterms coming up, it's just we're likely to see Trump facing more backlash for his crypto-involved ventures. I almost feel like perhaps Clarity would allow him leniency on the things that he's done in crypto, and that if there is no Clarity law signed into place, it leaves more ambiguity and more gray area for interpretations, and that then could allow people who want to potentially seek out prosecuting Trump for what he's done in crypto, for his decentralized ventures, then that's available. So if signing Clarity Act into law makes it so that they can't prosecute Trump, then why would they do that? The Democrats really have been on a witch hunt for so long against him that I almost feel like why would they want to sign this into law when they know they could just wait? There could be another senator to propose instead of the Clarity Act, they'll give it a new name and it'll have a new definition. And I'm sure a lot of it will be copy and pasted from the Clarity Act, because let's be real, are they really going to rewrite and start over after they've got this far? I don't think so. So it's going to get wild out there. I don't think Clarity Act is going to get any clarity for the rest of this year. I think it goes into next year. And then ultimately, I mean, who says anything happens with it? It could die. It could die before it even proceeds any further. And then it's just is what it is. It doesn't mean that they're not going to try and write laws around it in the future. I think it's just right now, it probably doesn't match with the narrative that they're setting up. And I'm sure they're setting up a narrative. Like, let's be real. If we're going into new presidential elections, I feel like it comes every 2 years, they start campaigning again. They're going to be developing all of their talking points, everything that they don't like about the other side of the aisle. And I mean, Trump has done a lot with crypto, and it gives a lot to point the finger at. And while the rest of the country is hurting, while people are I'm paying over $5 for a gallon of gas. I mean, it's crazy. Inflation is absolutely insane. Everything costs more and more money. It's like, it doesn't matter what bill it is, it's constantly getting higher. And wages have remained the same. So, I mean, even because of the war and oil going up, like, we were hoping that we were going to have changes with the interest rate and that perhaps housing would get better. Well, the price of housing is coming down. People are selling at losses. Like, that's not a good economy. People are selling at huge losses. And depending on where you look in the country, I mean, I think I was looking in Nashville. There was like a condo in Nashville, a 3-bedroom condo in Nashville that someone bought for Airbnb, paid $999,000 for it, and 4 or 5 years later turned around and sold it, and it's like $599,000. They lost $400,000 on that. And $100,000 a year being lost on that condo. That is crazy. And that's not even all of the foreclosures and stuff that are not being reported. They're not reporting foreclosures. I've told you guys, look in your area, sign up for foreclosures in your area, and just see what's popping up. See how many are hitting, because it's like several per week if you just pick your own zip code. Several per week. So when you see how many are going into foreclosure, then it's like, why is that not being reported? Where is that stat? I mean, I've noticed that Trump has gone very quiet. He's gone quiet. He's not doing any speeches, no rah rallies, nothing to like, look at how great we're doing. I mean, I did see the White House posted the Spider-Man, we're going to catch them all, about illegal immigrants, criminal illegal immigrants. It's not... At this point, it's like, people are hurting. The people who voted for Trump are not impressed. They're not impressed. And so it's like, we're not like clapping for you. It's not funny. It was cool, and we were clapping for you when crypto was going up, and Trump coin went crazy for like 3 days till Melania Trump launched her token, and it rugged. And all of it rugged. I mean, all of the liquidity was pulled out of those. Usually, we just talked about it yesterday. SBF taking the money that was put into FTX, and because he took that money and sent it to Alameda, that's where the issue was. That was where the issue was, right? So people put their money into Trump coin, and then he took the liquidity out for World Liberty Finance. And it sank the price. Nobody knew he was going to do that. Nobody knew he was going to do that. But he's using the ambiguity of the law. It's a meme coin. It's a collectible. It's essentially worthless. You were buying a collectible. You can show that you have Trump coin in your wallet. So the ambiguity of the law is what he's using. And I feel like Clarity Act will make it so that it's harder to prosecute Trump. And if it's harder to prosecute Trump, why would they sign the Clarity Act into law? They don't want to do that. It's the Trump bill. It's the Protect Trump bill. I think that's really ultimately what they're viewing it as now. So, I don't know. Investing in Trump coin was basically a political donation to Trump. At least, oh, yeah. And then Jesse says, at least I managed to get a 600% gain on it. You know, I'm not going to lie, Jesse. I made money on the Trump coin, and then I went into the Melania coin, and I lost money on the Melania coin, made money on the Trump coin. All in all, I think I came out equal, but I had fun, right? I had fun for a couple of days trading meme coins. Trump went up, Melania went down. Overall, I was like net equal. So did I have fun? Yeah, it was break even. So, it's Mama Shadow said, I bought and I lost my ass. Oh, she bought $20. Okay, now I see. At least it was only $20. Yeah, no, at the time that token launched, I put in a couple hundred. And so I was ready to run with it. So, yeah, Mama, we've all been there, and at the end of the day, it's like, we have to remember, like, what are we doing here? It's hard because look at Robinhood Chain. Robinhood Chain has so much activity and people are talking about it, but we're still early. Like, it's not really bull market yet. But it's like, there's this one coin on Robinhood that was doing good. And then there's some NFTs that I think have done well. And it's just like, it's such a gamble though. It's such a gamble at this point in the market. It's like, nothing is really guaranteed at this point. And it's like, you remember when Pepe came out in a bear market, and when Pepe came out in the bear market, it was kind of like there was nothing else going on and everybody was in it, and it was, easy to buy. And, so Robinhood Chain is out. I have not done anything on Robinhood Chain. I didn't know if you needed to do it on Robinhood. I think you can do it through OpenSea. I'm not really sure. Like, everybody talks about, Cash Cat. I don't know how anybody's buying this stuff. Could I try and figure it out? Yeah. But at the end of the day, every time I chase one of those, I usually end up losing money on the transaction fees, on bridging, on trying to get myself into the play. And then by the time I get into the play, I've already missed the pump. And so and then by the time I try and get out, it's like, okay, I bridged $100 over. And by the time I bridge back, I'm like, here's $20, thanks for playing. So it's tough. It's tough. I will never encourage people to chase those oddball plays. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, you can sit here with coins that have more fundamentals and make an informed decision and not lose your ass on it and come out in a better position. You can come out in a better position. I mean, one of the best things that I did was bridge money and take money off of Solana and put it onto Bitcoin, because I wanted to follow the key fundamentals that I have been preaching, which is, all roads lead back to Bitcoin. All roads lead back to Bitcoin. And so anytime I would make money, I would put it into Bitcoin so I wouldn't touch it. And it ended up saving me because there were some plays on Solana that I would have just degened on. I will say, my friend Corey on X, at Corey on X, he was the one who gifted Elon Musk back the $25 from X Money, and Elon Musk replied to him. He launched a token and gifted me some, and I thought that was just so sweet of him. And I'm like, opened my wallet, I was like, oh, he sent me $50. And then the next morning I wake up and it's still about the same, but I saw a couple of people he gifted tokens to, they immediately sold within like an hour or two. And all I could think of is, how could you do that to your friend? Your friend was like helping you out and sent you coins, and and then you just pay him back by selling it for $50. Like, ooh, that's yucky behavior. It's yucky behavior. All right, you guys, let's take a break and take a word from our sponsors over at Personas.
Social media taught us how to post, scroll, and react, but not always how to truly remember. Our most meaningful memories are everywhere, hidden in camera rolls, old messages, voice notes, and forgotten folders. Personas brings those memories together, creating a living memory profile you can keep adding to as life goes on. Photos, voice clips, videos, and personal stories become the foundation of a Personas, built from real memories. The people who know you best can add the moments only they remember. Stories, photos, voice notes, and milestones. With memory requests, nothing is added without approval. Every story is reviewed, accepted, and preserved with care. Personas is different by design, not built for attention, but built for meaning, connection, and legacy. It is not about replacing someone. It is about preserving the voice, wisdom, and love they chose to leave behind. A Personas can grow through every chapter, from childhood to family to future generations, still adding to the story. This is Personas, a new way to share who we are, remember who we love, and keep stories connected. Personas, built for memories, designed for connections.
Why am I 2 pixels? I don't know. I'm like 2 pixels. I don't know. It's very high definition commercial though. Doesn't it look good? So I will be playing with my Personas tomorrow. And I saw during the show, you guys, 2 people subscribed to me. So shout out to you guys. I'm like, yay. I've not had 2 subscribers on a show in a while. Work it, girl. Oh, Black Cat Team says it's still 1080p there. I don't know. Maybe it's a you problem. But Poman said his connection was not very good either. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know. But that is the show for today, you guys. Smash the subscribe if you're new here. Also, if you've not had a chance to check out my little clip going back in time to the 1800s, I have a fun little outing yesterday. It was extremely, extremely hot. I was melting by the end of it. So go check it out because it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And you get to meet my son in it. And he was a trooper. He even like talked on the microphone and stuff. I was like, look at you. Look at you. Prop my foot up on the desk. No free feet pics. No free feet pics. Okay? You know how to send me X money. You know how to send me X money. Hello, Blocky. Welcome in. We were looking for you earlier, but we figured you were playing with a cute little grandbaby. So, anyway, you guys, that is the show for today. I'll be back tomorrow, though, probably in the morning. I'd say probably around 10 a.m.-ish. That way I get some coffee in me. We can play with my Personas, see how it's all coming together. I know that they're getting further along in their beta launch. That way we can bring Mama Shadow in. If you guys want to join me on Personas, you can go to personas.com. There's a link in the description. You go there, you sign up with your email address to express interest. There is no fee or cost associated with it unless you want to build out your Personas profile. So you can make your avatar for no cost. And then once you start building onto your avatar, then there would be cost associated with how much you build out your memory galaxy, your circle, things like that, you guys. But it's a fun place where you can join for free. You don't need to enter a debit card, connect your wallet, any of that stuff. And that's why I'm partnered with them, because I'm looking to work with people who are good people in the industry who are, here to build cool things like Personas. So you guys, Personas is super cool. I'll be working on uploading some memories to my Personas this weekend. So join me tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.